Part B, all right? I've got the DVX 200 out of the case, okay? I like to put the camera always on the floor. That way it's not gonna fall or anything's gonna happen to it. I'm not quite ready to mount it onto the tripod yet, okay? So before I mount it, I just wanna make sure that the tripod's snug, tilt lock is locked down, okay? Not gonna move, handle's in a good spot for me to work, okay? Pan is snug, so this isn't gonna move around as I try and get that onto it, okay? As I check out the 200, the tripod plate is already mounted to it. It should come out of the case that way, all right? And this is snugged on here. If it was loose and I'm in the field, I can just take a quarter, tighten that down, okay? You don't want this to be moving, all right? At the same time, it doesn't need to be muscled down again, okay? Now the critical part here is getting the camera onto the tripod. And these Sachtlers are a little bit tricky. Some will just slide in from the back, straight in, okay, and you can tighten it on. This one likes to be angled a little bit, all right? And if you notice, the plate itself has angles to it, okay? And I'll get a couple of close-ups of this later on, okay? But I like to put it in right about here, okay? And then I'll put it down, and you might hear a little click, all right? I don't know if you heard that or not, but it kind of clicks in. I'll slide it up, okay? And I'll tighten it down, all right? And I make sure it's in there, okay? I'll give it a good tug, okay, to make sure it's solidly on the tripod. We've actually had them fall because people thought that it was locked in and it wasn't. Okay, when I go to take it out, I loosen this up. I'll get back to that in a minute. This little red knob, okay, I can pull it and it comes right back out. All right, so do this one more time. You can see I've got sort of an angled piece here. I'm gonna fit it in there, all right? And then I'm going to tilt it down. Okay, you can hear it click a little bit. I'm going to slide it up until it's pretty much even front and back onto the tripod, the fluid head here. Okay, and then I'll just tighten it down a little bit. Okay, and again, I give it a good wiggle test. Okay, so that's in there now. All right, now this red knob I'm moving is what I can use to make sure that the camera's balanced. So now I'm going to get into my fine tuning. Okay. I'll take off the tilt lock, all right, and I've got the drag control over here for the tilt, and I'm going to put it in 2, all right, okay, and not bad. Let me try 1. Okay, yeah, I like that even a little bit better, okay, and here's my for the pan, 0. I've got 1, okay. And I've got 2 and 3. So let me see which one. And you just really want to adjust these to where you're comfortable. So there my pan, where are we at here? Okay, I'm on number 2, and that feels pretty good for me for panning. Okay, now in a perfect world, as I'm operating, okay, this camera's balanced. Battery's in it. Okay, we're all set to go. I can take my hand off. It doesn't move. I think it's weighted just a touch to the front, so I'm going to slide this back. Okay, and when I'm doing my shots, I never have the locks on. Okay, because now I'm operating. Action, we're going. Talent moves, I got to move with them. Okay, so this is where you really want to have this idea. Okay, the camera's your friend here. I see so many students that will wrestle around with the tripod. Take the time to adjust it right. Okay, get comfortable with it. You'll notice this handle's in a good spot for me. All right, I take the viewfinder out. I'm pretty much eye level. If I have to pad, I will. I'll come back to that. Okay, but the pan drag is good. Tilt drag is good. Okay, and I can pretty much operate this right from the palm of my hand. Okay, really no effort. All right, now when you're done with your shot, you never walk away with anything unlocked. So the first thing, tilt lock goes right down, snugged, okay? And if I have to move for another angle, I'll do it one of 2 ways. Handle here, okay? And where I would adjust the fluid head here, all right? And I can pick it up and move it around, okay? And if I ever take it off, put it back on, I'm always checking that it's there, okay? And of course, you can always, if you have to move it maybe to another building or whatever, or just, even to another room, all right, I'll loosen this up here, click here, comes right back out, nice and easy. Okay, so again, the tripod's your friend, okay? Take the extra couple of minutes, go over it slowly, all right? Make sure you set it up good at the beginning of your shoot. Make sure you can operate it comfortably. If you're wrangling with the tripod, you're going to see it reflected in the shots that you shoot, and that's not going to work.